Luka and the Mavs collapsed in the fourth quarter, lose against the Cavs 113-110. The Cavs overcame a 20-point deficit, outscored the Mavericks 31-20 in the fourth quarter. No Donovan Mitchell, no Darius Garland, no Evan Mobley. Karis LeVert, 29 points and a gutsy late three for the lead. Jared Allen had 24 points, 23 rebounds. I guess he was responding to Andre Drummond's 24 and 25 against the Hawks yesterday. Luka, 39, 7, and 6 was not enough. Kind of what did you take away from this ball game?
It's usually your bench. Dallas they have one superstar. This reminds me of Jordan when he came into the league, right? Luka's so good where we think that, Dallas Mavericks is a contender. Yeah, no, he's good. They're not good. Your third best player, which is your second best player now, comes off the bench, right? It lets you know where the team is. And he was just outmatched. It's basically him versus, Cleveland 5 now, which is embarrassing because
no Donovan Mitchell, no Darius Garland, no Evan Mobley. So the Cavs are down 3 starters. You can't lose that game on your home court, especially being up by 20, Gil.
Yeah. But, when you have players like LeVert coming off the bench, where he was a big factor in this game, where he came off with 29 off the bench, right? He was a big key when Brooklyn was when he was with Brooklyn, right? When he was KD and them. So, he can play, and that's what's coming off the bench. So you got guys that steps up that you normally don't count on, but that's what having deep rosters is like. So when you do need players like that, they can really, count for one game. So, it's just one of those games where, Dallas got a little overzealous, as you can say.
Yeah. And when you look at it, I'm looking at this ball game and I'm saying, okay, Hardaway Jr. is a nice player. You got Dante Exum, who's been playing well. Grant Williams, who you signed in free agency. I just don't know how you get up by that many and just blow the game. I mean, they basically blew that ball game. They had a 20-point lead. And maybe, and I don't know, maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I know sometimes we have a propensity to relax if a team, I know in football, they ain't got their starting quarterback. They're down their starting running back. They're down their starting receiver or their best this or their best that. And sometimes you find yourself, you take that for granted. But normally you don't see that happen in football. A team get a 14, 17-point lead without a team's best players, and the other team that doesn't have those best players come back and win. Now we see this, a 20-point lead in today's game is not the same as a 20-point lead 20 years ago, Gil, 30 years ago.
Oh, no.
Because the guys can shoot the 3 ball so much better. Because I don't remember, when I was growing up, I don't remember teams coming back from 26 and 28 points in a ball game, because normally it's time to watch something else. It's time to do something else. We're going to go outside and play ball on our own. Y'all down by 26, 28. But the way they shoot the 3 ball, a couple of threes, a couple of turnovers, and the next thing you know, a 28-point lead is 18. And then they go on another spurt, another 10-0 run. And so now an 18-0 run, and now you're down 10 when you're just down 28. But Seth Curry played a good game. He had 19 points. Luka, as I mentioned, had 39. Dante Exum had 13. Derrick Jones had 12. And Tim Hardaway Jr. had 14. But you look at Cleveland, Isaac Okoro had 22. Jared Allen, 24 and 23, as we mentioned. Karis LeVert had 29. George Niang, 16. You got to win that one, though, Gil. You got to.
No, yeah, those are the ones that you kick yourself, in the ass later because you let this, get away from you. With that being said, what gets you in the leads is also what takes you out, right? Because this is a 3-point shooting league now, you can go up by 20 and you can go down by 20. You shoot 4 or 5 straight threes, bricks them, and then they make 3 or 4 or 5, right? You just cut that lead down. And that's what's happening in today's game, where there's no lead that's safe, because when you're up, you're not going to get to the free throw line. You're trying to the
same method that got you back.
And there's one thing that I have a problem with is this. Everyone shouldn't shoot the goddamn ball. Right? I know we need to put up, a certain amount of threes, but not you. Not you. Not you, because when we're up 20, everybody else feels like they can shoot. This is my time to shoot. Like, no, it's not your time.
But Gil, have you ever seen a situation where all of a sudden the team is hot and everybody, and you see this a lot in mop-up duty. A team is like up by 20 with like 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And all of a sudden they call timeout and they sub everybody out. And even the backups come in and they launch them and they going in. Now you put them guys in a regular meaningful game and they can't buy a basket. But seemingly when they're up by 20, no one can miss a shot. And I think the thing is what you're alluding to is that all of a sudden everybody, if they feeling good, they making threes. Hey, let me try one. No, bro, you need nothing but two. Actually, you need dunks and putbacks. You don't need anything outside the paint.
When you a bench player, the game's down, you down by 20, you up by 20. That is the perfect scenario for it because you have no pressure on you. So you just get to go out there and just shoot how you want to shoot. That's like practice for you, right? You just get to throw up shots, and sometimes that costs you. When a team still has their starters in.
Yes. So the Mavericks lose. They collapse to the Cavs, lose 113-110 after being up by 20 points. The Cavs outscore them by 11 in the fourth quarter to take a 113-110 victory.